So yeah, my AdSense pin is here. And you guys know that without the AdSense pin, without the envelope or the pin that is in your AdSense, you cannot receive money from YouTube, even after you have gotten monetized. Okay, but even after you have imputed the AdSense pin, you still have to meet a threshold of $100 for you to be actually paid by YouTube. But that is another story. But just know that without the AdSense pin, you can get demonetized if you don't add up this pin in your AdSense profile. So, but then something weird happened, and I'm going to share with you the story of how I got this pin. And I was able to get it so fast, actually. But then there are a lot of stories that you actually need to hear so you can be informed, okay? So you won't make any mistake while you are requesting for your own pin. So now, this pin actually, for you to be able to get it, you have to be fully monetized. After you have gotten monetized, you have to also reach a threshold of $10 before YouTube can actually send this pin to your address. Okay, so after I was monetized, it wasn't up to 1 week, and I got the threshold of $10. Okay, after that $10, YouTube now sent me a message. I'm going to attach the message on the screen. They sent me a message that I can now actually go ahead and verify my address. That is another process of address verification. Okay, so they said I can now verify my address so that they can send the pin across to me from Google, wherever they are sending it from, but it is not in Nigeria here. So after everything, and another important message for you to know is this: whenever you are verifying your address, once you want to apply for this AdSense verification, it has to start from the moment you actually want to apply for AdSense profile or when you are opening your AdSense profile. So what I did is this: I looked out for post offices around my area, the ones that I have in my area. Okay, I used that particular post office as my own residential address. Okay, because they are going to mail it to the address that you used as your main residential address. Okay, so but what if you use the address where you're living and they cannot send you a pin, or you don't have a post office near that particular place? You are not going to get your pin, or you're going to find it difficult in getting this particular pin. So what I did is that I added my post office, the post office that is very near to my house, as my nearest address. Okay, because I stay in Enugu here, and I had to use the particular post office around me as my main residential address. Then in that second place that you're going to add your address, what you are going to do is this: you are going to use your phone number as your address again. After adding your residential address, which is that post office around you, that you are sure is receiving letters like this from YouTube, you're going to add your phone number as well. Because if you add your phone number, it is going to be very easy for the people in the post offices to see when your pin is there and also send you a message, or they can actually call you to come and pick up your pin if it arrives early. So I had to use my phone number because I watched other videos from other people when you can actually add your phone number as well. So I added my phone number. So once it reached to that point where I had to verify my address for me to be able to receive this pin, I also added this particular address again. I had to re-add that same address that I used while I was opening my AdSense account. Okay, so please also write this thing down. If you're opening your AdSense account, you have to write every details that you used for it so that you won't forget it once you reach to this point of verifying your address. So I had to use that particular address again. If you want me to make a separate video or a tutorial, because I have everything on screen record, I actually did the screen record of every steps that I took, okay, while I was registering for this things. If you need a video for that, I can actually drop it whenever you need it. Okay, so I had to use the same address again. So once I applied, after reviewing my address, they said, okay, your address are okay. So we are going to send you your PIN to this address that you have actually used. And then they said it's going to take them 3 weeks for them to send it to my location in Nigeria. So, but after that 3 weeks, if you don't receive this PIN, you are going to request for another one so that they can resend it. And I think after 2 or 3 attempts, if you don't still get it, you can now use the troubleshooter option to request for this pin online. Okay, but waiting for maybe 3 months for you to be able to request for this troubleshooter stuff can actually take a whole while, especially if you have reached your $100 payout threshold. Okay, You want to get it so fast, please add your phone number as your address as well, and also use the address of the post offices in your area that are receiving Google AdSense pin that is very functional as your residential address. Okay, it's going to make everything so easy because YouTube is going to take it that, oh, this is your main address. So when they send it, you can actually receive this mail early. I waited for like 3 weeks. I didn't want to go to the post office because I was waiting for exactly 3 weeks. It was last few days, I think. So the exact 3 weeks was last weekend, and I was waiting. So all of a sudden, because I didn't want to go and request for it, all of a sudden I got a message on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is that particular number that I use as my address. So I got a message from that place, and it was an envelope bearing my name, my address, and everything, including my Google AdSense pin. So the person said, "You have a letter." Okay, I now said, because I recognized it from Google, I said, "Okay, can how is this thing going to reach to me? Should I come to the post office tomorrow and pick it up?" Because I was thinking that this particular thing is already in my location in Enugu. So, but then this person now came the next day and said, "No, it is in Lagos." And I said, "How is my address or whatsoever in Lagos while I used Enugu as my address?" So it's not possible for it to be in Lagos. I'm in Enugu. So there should be a mix up somewhere, or it's either these people are not sending me my PIN, or I don't really know. But actually, at that point, I thought that something is fishy. So I had to ask him, how is he going to get to me? Is he going to come to Enugu? So I asked him if it is going to come to Enugu. He said, yes, you are going to get it in Enugu, but it is going to take time. Like, at that moment, I was actually thinking, like, how is it going to take time? Enugu to Lagos is not even like a 1 day journey. So if you actually put it in a bus, it's going to arrive, let me say, at most 4 hours. And Google has actually paid for all the costs. So there is nothing you people should be delaying about. So I asked him, okay, I now said, okay, but when is it going to arrive? He said, if you want me to send it for you, I can snap and send. Although I really wanted to have that particular envelope to me, like I want to have it on my hand. So I just said, since this thing has actually reached 3 weeks that I'm supposed to use this particular pin, let me request for him to snap it and send for me. So since he was the one that mentioned that, so I said, okay, please, it's fine. Send the snap and send it. It was in the night, I think on Saturday. So I said, okay, fine, please snap and send. He said that for him to snap it, I have to send something to him. Like I have to send money. At that point, something clicked on my head like, is this person serious at all? Like, why are you trying to extort from me? Even if you are doing me a very much favor, I should be the one, like after everything, I should be the one telling you, okay, please send me account number, let me do something for you, and not you coming up front to request for money before you can send something that is my right, something that has been paid for. Okay, that's something that is meant for you to deliver to my address, because this is how Google does it. If it arrives at Lagos, the post office at Lagos is supposed to transport it to Enugu immediately without delaying. But because he has my phone number on that envelope, he had to chat me up immediately and say, your package is here with us. If you want it, you can send money to me. So immediately I clicked that something is fishy. I had to make a screen record of everything, all the chats, and I kept it. So after that, I came back and told him, please, I have not started making money from this thing. YouTube has not paid me. Google have not paid me any amount. So, but if I start making money from this thing, I'm going to come back and show you some love. But for now, please send me my PIN. Let me impute it because it's taking time already. It's already 3 weeks and I need to use this PIN as fast as I can. So immediately I sent that particular message. He read my message and went back to the first messages he sent me, which contains the envelope and my address. He deleted it for both me and him. Then he came back and deleted the place where he was requesting for money from me. He deleted the two messages. He said, where he said any amount I can send. So he deleted the message and left other ones. So immediately I laughed because like it is typical. I don't want to say typical Nigerians, but let me say it is human behavior. Okay, but it's actually weird because you're trying to risk your job for something that is not so big, for something insignificant as this, like for a token. So I came back and I told him, why did you delete so and so message? Because I know that if I actually want to take it up on him, just a single tweet from me because I have a Twitter platform where, like, if I make something there, he's going to lose his job. His job is going to be on the line. So why are you risking your job for something as this, something as small as, I don't know how much you are requesting, but it is very small. Okay, and you are preying on innocent people because I don't know how many people has actually done this thing too. So I told him, why are you deleting these messages? He read it and didn't reply. I said, okay, fine. Let me go to bed and sleep. Then tomorrow morning I'll come back to this thing. So in the morning, on Saturday morning, I think around 9, I picked up my phone and called him. He picked. So I asked him, this is the lady that you've been talking to last night, that you have her address whatsoever from Google. So he said yes. I asked him, okay, please, we were chatting yesterday night and you deleted some of the messages. Why? Probably he guessed the call might be on recording. I don't know, but he started replying me. He said, I never accepted what he said, but he did not want to say it exactly as he said it on that particular chat, probably because he felt I might be recording the conversation. He was actually stammering. He said, since he made a request, and I said, no, that's then that's fine. I should wait until the mailbag arrives. I said, when is the mailbag going to arrive? He said, it's going to take about 2 weeks. And I was like, about 2 weeks for what? This is Lagos. This is Enugu. How is it going to take more 2 weeks? Something that took 3 weeks for it to come from, I don't know if it's UK or France, because I saw on the letterhead France and UK. So I don't know the exact address it came from, but I know it's not in Nigeria. So I said, something that took 3 weeks for it to arrive to this country, and you're telling me that just a state that is not even up to 8 hours journey, that is still going to take about 8 weeks, something that is your responsibility or your duty for you to deliver to me at the address that I added. So he said yes, that he's just saying it just for me to use my brain and calculate it, that is not literally going to be 2 weeks, but immediately the mailbag moves from Lagos, he's going to inform me. I said, this thing is going to expire very soon. As they gave me 3 weeks for me to use it, and it's already 3 weeks. So why are you delaying this thing? This thing is actually like a life matter, like it's very, very serious. So why are you delaying it? And why did you delete the message? He said the reason why, okay, that I asked him, why did you delete the message? He said he never deleted them, that I think his phone is on auto delete, something like that. I said, how is it on auto delete after one day? And it's not even up to 5 minutes that we did the conversation, and some of the message already disappeared. And the ones that disappeared are the ones that had the most information. What of the other messages that you wrote me? How are they still on my WhatsApp? So why didn't they disappear as well? He said, okay, maybe the reason why he deleted it is because I never agreed and he felt we are done with that particular conversation. So he had to delete those messages. I said, okay, fine. But do you know that you are actually wrong here, because this thing is something that you should do immediately, and you shouldn't tell me that it's going to take 2 weeks to arrive to me, because immediately it reaches Lagos, that what you are supposed to do is to send it immediately. I don't know if you are going to use cargo or anything that you're going to use to transport it to Enugu, but it is your responsibility and duty because everything has been paid for. Okay, so you should reach my address immediately. So you calling me to tell me I have a package where I never asked you. The people that are meant to call me is the post office in Enugu that are going to call me with that particular phone number to tell me, okay, your package or your delivery is here with us. You can come to the post office and pick it. Okay, so you calling me from Lagos, chatting me up is a breach of agreement, and like it's actually very wrong. Okay, because if you are trying to do me a favor, like you felt that this thing I really, really need it very well, and you just want to tell me from Lagos if I just want to use it immediately. If you call me on phone, you can tell me, okay, look, we have your package. There is another option. If it's going to take so much time, you're going to tell me, can I snap it and send? And I can tell you yes if I just want it like that, without having to ask me, or you don't have to put a price on it for you to send me something that has been paid for. Okay. So he was actually rushing. He said, okay, he's going to send me the pin on Monday when when he gets to the office. That right now he's at home. It is weekend already. That he didn't go home with my pin. I said, okay, fine. Are you going to send this to me on Monday? He said, yes, he's going to send it on Monday once he gets to the office. I just said, okay, let me just leave it at this point. Let me not escalate the matter more. Let me just leave it fine like this. So after that, I left everything. Then I think on Monday, which is today, I got a message on my WhatsApp where I think he already tore the envelope. He sent me the pin and said, look at your pin. But I now said, okay, let me use it immediately. So after that, I logged into my Google AdSense and immediately I added the pin. It went through. But then again, he came back to request for money from me. He dropped his OPay account whatsoever. But that one is another discussion for another day. So, but what am I trying to say? I don't know why people in public offices like try to act this way or try to act in this manner. I don't really know what is wrong with people. But then again, if you're actually trying to use your Google AdSense or if you're trying to apply for your PIN, please, it's very important for you to add your number so that once it gets to Nigeria, any of them, because I think that this is how they are doing it now. I don't know. Probably is their plan to extort money from people. Anywhere it gets to, they can actually call you so you can actually take it up from there. If they are the ones that wants to extort money from you, then you can move from there. But please, it's very, very important for you to add your phone number whenever you are adding your address, okay? And please add the post office as your address so you can get it right there without having to request for it the second time or the third time. And please make sure you Google and search for a working post office around you so you can use the one that is very functional. And that is that. So if you really need a tutorial or like a complete guide on how to apply for this Google AdSense PIN, I have a video for that already. Okay, it is very well detailed. You see step by step on how to do this and request for it. If you actually need to, please drop in the comment section and I will actually post that particular video. And thank you for watching this video. And I'm very excited that finally I've actually been able to add up my pin. And then this, and I'm now waiting for the next one, which is probably to get paid. And that is all. So thank you for watching up to this point. If you actually like this content, please give it a like, and I'd like to hear your suggestion. If you actually think I overreacted, please, I would like to know in the comment section as well. If you think this is how they do it and they are right, please, I would like to hear your opinion. Please, we are learning. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please, why not subscribe now? And see you in the next one. Bye.